My first attempt to write a novel, I would have to write something that, you know, had a head and a tail, and that I could send to a publishing house and they could reject it and hopefully send me a polite letter where they said that, okay, we can't publish this, but we see some talent here, so if you write something else, please send it to us. And then I would sit down and write a real novel. That was my plan. But then to my surprise, my attempt at a crime novel was published. People ask me a lot, you know, how do you come up with these stories, or how do you come up with a song? And for me, it's difficult to imagine how not to come up with stories and songs, because I've been doing it my whole life, and it feels very natural. It's from when I was a child, I would come up with stories. I have a daughter, and she has started coming up with stories, and I love it to hear her tell stories. I just have to sort of make her understand that you are telling the story to somebody. I don't know what you already know, so you have to sort of get disciplined and tell the story in a way so I get all the twists and turns. So organize your story, but apart from that, great ideas, great punchline, very scary stuff. You're sick, just like your father. If I believe in destiny? No. Have talent. Have talent. I guess the last 10 years, I've probably listened to just as many audiobooks as I have read, I would guess. That's because I like doing stuff while listening to books. And I like the fact that, you know, it just goes on, and that if I lose my concentration for a couple of seconds, I don't go back. I just, you know, it just goes on. I like the rhythm of it. I like to be entertained by the narrator. I like them to, you know, put, you know, to be more like actors, and give me their interpretation of the voices and the text. I'm lazy in that way. I like them to do it. When I'm in front of an audience, I definitely prefer to play music, to tell stories, or to play music. To read, to me, is like what is it like? It's like, it's strange in a way. I'm very surprised the fact that people show up for readings. You know, I think it's a very special German thing. In a time where everything has to happen so quickly, it's amazing that people will still go out and just hear somebody reading from a book that they could read for themselves at home. But I think maybe people like, you know, the slowness of it. I have friends in the police that helps me with my questions, and they have done so for many years. So we are sort of become friends over the years. So nowadays it's like they are giving me the information I need about police work, and they will phone me and ask me for advice with personal problems. Right now I feel like I have the best job that I can imagine. You know, that people actually pay you for doing what you would do for free, just making up stories. That's it's the greatest job I can imagine. I haven't seen Tokyo. I was on my way to Tokyo once, but I never got there. So yes, and there are a couple of other places that I like to see also. There are some places in South America I haven't been to. Actually, there's lots of places I haven't been to. I mean, the more I travel, the more I realized what a big place this globe is, you know, and that I will probably never have time to see it all. But I'm still curious, so I love to travel. I would be really happy if there was one of my books were made into a good movie, and a nightmare if it was made into a bad movie. So it's a bit difficult, you know. You have to you have to make sure, or you can't make sure, but you have to sort of try to influence the process so that the chances are better for it becoming a good movie than a bad movie. I directed a short movie just before the Headhunters, and what I realized is that directing movies is really hard work. It's honest and hard work, and we writers, we're not used to that.